Good morning, everybody. Welcome to another exciting weekend of the best outdoors. I actually just got off the phone with John and he was out doing some more planting. So first I'm gonna not get ran over by a dog. Give you guys an update on this garden first before we go to John. And we got carrots in here. And we got one from last year growing right there. So we're gonna see how he does. But as you can see, the rows that me and Jaden did are right there. And nothing's popping up yet. And it's Easter weekend right now, so it's still pretty early before we can plant anything outdoors, really, except for carrots, onions. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, maybe. That was green. I don't know what happened to that one. Got another green one right here. And then we got radishes in this one. Don't see any of those popping up. We have beans in this one. I don't see none here. And then we got our potatoes here. I don't see any here growing yet, but it shouldn't be too much longer. And then we got 3 or 4 more weeks and we'll be working on these. And then we threw some old drywall out here, which has got lime. So we're gonna bust this up, powder it up, till it in. And then we're going to put some fertilizer on this and plant corn. This is what Jaden was using that for. So alright, I'll show you the indoor planting and then we'll go to John. And
here we are, the 1st of April. I've got some more seeds that I had to plant. I'll show you that here in a minute. And next weekend I'm gonna be planting the rest of my stuff I need outdoors. Be kale, onions, and carrots. That's what I'm planting outside next weekend. The second Saturday in April, that's when I plant those outside. I got a couple of trees that I'm picking up this year, a couple of peach trees. I'll show you planting those. But I will show you what I planted indoors here this weekend to get ready for the end of May. As I have those pepper plants that I planted 4 of the jalapenos have sprouted, and I got 1 banana pepper sprouting already. So we'll wait and see how long it takes for the rest of them to go. But this weekend, I went and did tomato, lettuce, broccoli, cabbage, and cauliflower. Give that a little bit of time to sprout, and we can get those out. Here's where I put 2 of the biggest jalapenos that I've already started. After this weekend, those will definitely be on light. Yeah, here we are, the 7th. I got more to do in there tonight, but so far today, I've cut down a parcel tree, which I'll walk around and show you everything exactly I've done. But transplanted 1 tree, put coconut core in our raised garden beds, and planted a few seeds. Planted carrots, kale, and bunching onions. I'll show that in a little bit. And I planted a couple of trees today. And then I transplanted a maple tree because it was growing right next to our house. So I moved it from the side of our house and put it in our front yard. And hopefully it grows nice, big, and strong. But I'll go ahead and go over everything I've done, showing you as I explain it. I don't know how well y'all can see that, but right there's the maple tree that I transplanted today. I don't know, the sun's bright. Oh, okay, I can see it on there. I couldn't see it because the sun's right directly in my eye, but I can see it, so I know you guys can see it. But yeah, that was on the side of our house, so we took that and transplanted it over here in our front yard. Yeah, you see our yard's holds a lot of water. And this is where I plan on putting the outside garden, the one that everything's all in ground, which would be corn, pumpkin, watermelon, cantaloupe. I got my pepper. I'm gonna raise my peppers over here. But this is the tree, which was already cut down once before and started growing back. We don't want it here, so we got to get it gone. There used to be a shed right here. That's what all this stuff is. The shed got taken, but nothing got cleaned up yet, so I still got to do that. That's everything I cut down today. Here are the trees that I bought and planted. These are majestic peach trees. Planted 2 of them. My goal is, I have 2 apple trees I planted last year. Just planted these 2 peach trees this year, and next year I got 2 pear trees, and they're right on the edge of our property line. And I'm thinking I got deer problems because the tips of these apple trees are being bitten off. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it's deer or something else. If anybody knows, you let me know in the comments. But this tree right here is a pink lady apple tree. And this little guy over here is a Honeycrisp. I bought them at separate times because I had an original, I don't know what kind of apple tree it was, but I had an original apple tree sitting there that the rabbits had gotten to and destroyed it, but it started growing from underneath, so restarted regrowing. Was growing for a little bit, and then my dad's friend yanked it out. So I went and bought a whole other apple tree for that. Right now I'm working on cleaning my chainsaw case out. It got oil in it, so cleaning it out, getting it all put back together. But these are here, the raised garden beds. I put coconut core in. I had some carrots that were starting to grow from last year's crop that I had to dig out so I could put the coconut core in, but now that the coconut core is in, I stuck them in right here just to see if we can get them to grow. You gotta dig way down there to get them roots going down. But right here is where I got carrot seeds planted. I got them in rows too, so I'll see how that works this year. It's a little differently. This little pot I got bunching onions in. Just sprayed them all over the place, let them bunch together, I guess. This one, I got a line drawn down the center because I got kale on this side, which I already planted today. That's going to be pickled cucumbers. Thinking pickled cucumbers, I don't know. Debating if I want to put the pickled cucumbers back at the end of that one. But this whole bed right here is going to all be garden beans. This one right here is going to be strawberries. My mom wants to try strawberries this year. This one's going to be broccoli and cauliflower. And yes, I did put coconut coir in every single one of these today. So I got a lot of work in. These are test buckets. Thinking like trying thyme, stuff like that, a little oregano, stuff like that, just to see what happens. This one, Steven's bringing me some onions tomorrow. He said he got a bunch of them growing. He just didn't mean to plant that many, so I'm exchanging some seeds for some onions. But that's what we're going to put the onions in. I guess if he gives me more than that can hold, I guess we'll probably put some in there, maybe. After that, these right here, that I grow dill in, but these right here, I got tomatoes I'm gonna put in there. Buckets actually grow tomatoes pretty well.
Alright, so we got our indoor growing in here. Nothing yet. This is my sweet banana peppers. These are my regular bell peppers. And then I got early girls here. And then I got big boy hybrids here. So, alright. And that's pretty much what I got growing so far. I gotta get more pucks because John gave me some more seeds. I'm gonna plant. He gave me some lettuce. He gave me some cherry tomatoes. And some other seeds. So, alright. Well, let's go to John. See what his update is.
Alright, at this point, I'm doing a little bit of arranging the stuff here in my little greenhouse inside the living room. Adding some more lights and taking care of some plants here. I've added one more light there. Put my jalapenos up top. And I'm adding one more light down above this stuff because I got all those that are popping up, and see how leggy they're getting. They're looking for light. They need light real fast as soon as they start sprouting.
Alright, I hope you enjoyed this weekend's episode. That's what we've been doing all weekend, is just planting and checking on them. So as the spring progresses here, which is another 4 weeks, we'll give you another update on the garden. So I was getting some questions about the boat rebuild and where we left off, and I don't remember where we left off, but we are picking that back up next weekend. John's gonna come out here and figure out some wiring. That's where I'm thinking I'm left off with, is wiring got mixed up in the ignition, is why it's not going into neutral or reverse. So we're gonna tear the ignition apart, rerun wires, and go from there. So I'll show you covered for the spring. Get it all dried out. So some few leaves got back in here. So right now we're back to trying to figure out the ignition system, and after that hopefully we'll be tearing out this carpet, putting new in, putting the seats in, and go from there. I got the new fish finder. I got a bunch of stuff for this boat down in my office. It's taking up a lot of room, so I'm hoping we can figure this out. If not, I don't know what we're gonna do. So got a lot of work to do. Clean it back up. We got some more soap to wash it, but our main goal is to get the ignition going. So stay tuned and we'll see you on the next video.